What's up? We're doing a Bell tier list. Let's get it. This is wind up. So base wind up. Um, I'm just placing it right here. Base wind up. You wind up twice, and then boom, you do a big explosion, right? Boom, you hit somebody, and you knock them away. Wind up is just pretty much a buff. It got buffed recently. It's not totally bad. It's viable in the Conquest sense. It's an execute if applied correctly. I say it's a solid B tier. And for corrupted wind up, you just get one more roll. You could, instead of executing on 3, I believe it's just 2. So for that, I mean, it's not really the best corrupted. If you get like the burn variant, then it's like it'd be, if you get like a damage or insanity, you're fucked. You're cooked. So burn variant. This is burn variant B. All right, payback. Payback is an A or an S. I'd say payback. It's just good. It's not as good as it used to be. Right, B variant is still free damage, free posture. If it's the instant one, that's instant reflection, and if it's the one that you take no damage and then you reflect all of it, unfortunately, you could just get blocked. It could block, it can get parried, it can get dodged. However, corrupted, I'm gonna say it's S. If it's corrupted, it's an S. Hear me out. If it's a fire corrupted payback, easily one of the best PvP, no matter what. From my experience, I have a corrupted payback and it's fire and it helps my build. It just synchronizes. If from what I use it, I just instantly roll, and then you just get a buff payback. That's basically the fire variant of like most of these, unless you have like a willpower build and you just want to like proc your lose your mind, your insanity buffs. But either way, as long as it's not instant damage, which you can easily reroll with idols, corrupted payback is honestly an S tier bell. Y'all sleeping on that for real. All right, next up we got smite. Smite, I put it over wind up. Smite is free posture, or not? I'm sorry, free pressure. I should say. It is free pressure. It did get buffed recently to the fact that it makes you do true damage now instead of blunt. So every single ball is actually like more of a threat now. You can't just armor it out. And the fact you need like to make sure you roll at least like 5 balls or above. But if you parry a smite ball, I believe it puts you, like, it stuns you. It puts you in parry frames, which is unfortunate. And also it's a little buggy too, and it's slow and kind of predictable. So I'd say it's nice. It is pressure. If it didn't give parry frames, I put it in A. Same thing goes for corrupted smite. It's a B. It's a B for me personally. Corrupted smite, however, it gets a little it has a little edge, because this apparently corrupted smite can become like crazy. You can roll insane stats on corrupted smite, apply crystal, or it could apply flame potentially. It could set somebody on fire. It has a chance of applying on hit effects if it's corrupted. I don't know if that's supposed to be consistent or not, but yeah, that's how I feel about smite, both corrupted and uncorrupted. All right, next up we have gravity field. I might need to start spreading these out better. It's in B/A. If it's in a team situation, you could control a team environment better with gravity field, and you could potentially lock it in for 1v1s, but then you'll get most likely hit outside, so it won't be a direct buff. Gravity bell, especially in like Conquest, which we are assuming it's like League of Legends, or I guess Smite if you want to be like a nerd, but it's like League of Legends. It's a team mode, competitive, right? You want the best bell. I'd say gravity field is just all right at best. It's all right. But if you do have like a cheesy, lava serpent build, flinging somebody around, and then it will be AIDS. It will be AIDS for that person. Corrupted, on the other hand, it's not that good. It's not worth it. Yeah, just get base. The downside, it's not worth being turned on fire. There just genuinely is no, there's no upside to this. So we have run it back. Run it back. Slept on. I know you can just run away, but if how I'm imagining how Conquest would be, it's gonna be an arena, right? So eventually, it's just free damage, and plus it's like free pressure, and you get to take no damage. It's free. It's just you do damage and you take no damage. Plus, you're gonna get back eventually. So I see it as just a free waypoint for you to do whatever you want. And that's why I'm putting Corrupted also in S tier. I believe that Corrupted run it back gonna be broken. It gives you hyper armor, so you can just swing. You can do any move, not worry about being parry framed, and you don't gotta worry about taking damage. I think Corrupted run it back is honestly just slept on. Yes, people can run away, but like it's what I imagine Conquest is. Even if they run away, if you're in a zone like capturing a point where they're gonna run away from, like they could be running away from like the turret and maybe like lose the turret faster. Who knows? They're probably gonna adjust these spells, but this is just how I'm predicting how like the meta is for like Conquest personally. Jar of Souls. This could either be C or like King of B tier. The issue is Jar of Souls could be useful if it's the snipe variant, especially if you could do how like you can in Chime, threes or twos, kill Duke real quick and get max jar, and then just like burst it out on somebody unexpecting it. That's really good. You can get a cheese kill, and then plus you can get one more max level slot soul. I don't know how much it scales up for jar, but yeah, until then I'm assuming that you probably can't in Conquest. If you can, then it's King of B. If not, then this is just my first C bill. I don't think that it'll be useful, even like unless you're like really farming souls. I don't know. As for Corrupted, the wiki has something crazy. The wiki says that it does 3 times damage, which if so, easily yes, but I doubt it. Does anybody like? Do we even have video proof of like someone using like? Let me look this up. Hold on. I do not know like if that's because they took Duke Soul. We don't know the prerequisites. I don't think it's corrupted because they didn't like play the sound effect. I don't know if that's client side. I didn't hear the corrupted sound effect. But this is what I mean. Like if you get someone, if you could get souls freehand before like you like queue up Conquest, then you'll catch somebody. Like look at that damage. Look at that damage, dude. Like you will catch somebody lacking with corrupted jar soul. But and if it's not, then this is B tier. But I'd take jar souls over like Smite or Wind Up any day if you could charge it beforehand. So yeah, this is just on further analysis. You know, hold on. Yeah, okay, so I did this. Like if you could prep, and if this has prep and damage multiplier, that's an easy yes. You'll catch somebody lacking, especially with sniper variant. It's an instant kill basically. But yeah, I'm just really surprised we have like no footage of corrupted soul jar. Somebody test it out. Like we gotta know. We gotta know for the tier list. Like we have to know. Dimensional travel. Agamatsu said that, like, okay, let's be honest. As much as I hate this spell, and I hate this spell with a passion, like teleportation is just better in every single way. Like I hate this spell. I hate the Naruto fans that like gas this spell up on some. Oh, I got Kamui. Oh, choose Kamui. There's no reason to choose Kamui over teleportation. But it would. The only reason why this is gonna be better than teleportation in every single way, if it releases like this, is if they actually like release it. Like you could just travel to points. Pretty broken. You can travel to points untouched. But however, they're probably gonna nerf it definitely. So I'd say this is just. This probably we don't know if it is released. Like I'm just gonna leave it in S tier honestly, because I see Kamui being broken in every single type of way. If they, I don't know what they could do to adjust it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna like adjust it or change it. Like this is, if it's corrupted, like no, don't corrupt Kamui. Or if you already corrupted, it's still like S, but like just don't corrupt it. There's no benefit. Just re-roll until you get the damage variant, because it's all what corrupted is. Do you know that corrupted combo doesn't even give you like a downside? It's just useless. Like, there's no need to waste your Smith alloy, or my bad, your Sinner's Ash on it. Like, no, just don't corrupt it. There's no benefit. Just re-roll. You know, idols are easy to get. Teleportation. See, that's just the thing. If we have to go back to a point, honestly, hey, right? Like, if we have to go back to like a point, we capture one point, because that's what Conquest is. It's like basically search and destroy, but like or capture the flag, I should say. If we have to catch her and go back to like another similar point, then fast travel would be nice. But from the most part, it's probably not gonna be like that. Probably, you see, if we do capture a point, it's gonna be A, like if we have to go back to a point. But if not, then it's definitely a C. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in C. And unfortunately, this is the only one case where dimensional travel is just infinitely better than teleportation. So same thing for corrupted variant as well. Next up, we got crazy slots. Now, crazy slots it's one, like probably another one of those prep time bells. Like, if you could roll your crazy slot into it, like preferring your weapon, yeah, it is pretty good. That's for a free damage upgrade. Probably a better crit and a better finish. You know, I like the spear version of crazy slots. I'm not gonna lie, crazy slots as a whole though, it's just like pretty, I'd say pretty B, C tier. Bottom of B, top of C. It's better than teleportation, obviously. Unless you like really just want to have like mobility with like the axe or something, I guess. Then yeah, have your fun. But like, I think crazy slots just needs like some type of buff to make it like crazier, you know, crazier and slottier. And that being said, for the corrupted version, yeah, let me same thing goes for Kamui, but like Kamui isn't as bad. Like, do not corrupt your fucking crazy slots, guys. Do not do that. You will not gain anything from corrupting your crazy slots. Just don't do it. It's useless as fuck. Smoke screen. This is another bell suggestion. Same thing with Smite, but unlike Smite, always gives bad suggestions. He suggested this dumbass bell. I don't know why. Right, like maybe if it was like a Kali, right? For people that don't play League of Legends, if it was like a Kali and it gives you like resources, like a little bit of health, some tempo, some ether, then it'd be a pretty good utilized bell. Like, honestly, Archmage, if you're listening to this, rework it so it's like a Kali smoke screen where it gives you like resources back. Just a little tiny. It doesn't need to be insane. It'd be nice, okay? You can still see them in the smoke screen. Smoke screen is just trash. Like, thank you. Always say, okay, I can now make my Batman build. Like, Crazy Mantras was right there, bro. A crazy slot version of Mantras was right there, but no, in the silk screen. Like, we can have 6 crazy Mantras, and like the bell can like spark up for which variant it is, and we can just have like an ice version, a wind version, and it would be like, it could be like the Duke Nuke for wind, like in my term, and like a true ice hell with the ice version and corrupted. Now I won't lie, it's a little buggy, but it is pretty good util. If you don't have the damage variant especially, you can teleport out of a sticky situation. Corrupted teleport, corrupted smoke screen, my bad. Corrupted, oh my god. Corrupted, it could be useful. It could, like, I'm not gonna lie. It could be an escape plan if you need to, like, run away. And it's gonna be a better job because it's RNG. I mean, at the same time, though, I'd say it's a 66% chance you get a good spawn, a 33% chance you might get screwed over. But if it's just a fire variant, then it's T. Basically, also, like, besides, like, these two, okay, well, no, you want fire variant on this for sure. You just want fire variant on everything, because easy roll, it's not a downside, especially because I bet flame builds are going to be popular in Conquest too, because flame is kind of broken right now. Resurrection. I'm going to do the corrupted version. This is slept on. This is slept on. It's guaranteed S+. Like, you know, unlike theoretically Jar Souls, this is S+. You know, here, I'm just going to... Corrupted version of teleportation, slept on. If it's a damage one, instant res, and you apply it on yourself, instant resurrection. And there are, like, I'm pretty sure there's a talent that, like, lets you cast your bell faster or something. I think there's something. I'll show it up in editing, or if not, then I'm looking like a dumbass right now. But if you can get instant damage resurrection, that's just a free. That's a free knock. Like that's a free res. That's a free run it back. You get to go again. Y'all are sleeping on corrupted and resurrection. And sorry, excuse me. Resurrection in general is just like an A. It's an A, especially in the team-based mode. It's a team-based mode, guys. It's an A. Come on, like for support, a Link Strider cheese build. It's an A. Not every single bell needs to be super aggressive. You could heal you could res yourself, or you could res somebody else. In Sacred Field, S plus. This shit they just added that it follows you now. So no matter where you go, I go. What you see, I see. Like that bell, it just follows you. Like it's a free damage resistance. How is this not broken? I don't know. This shit's just straight up an upgrade. Conquest. It's a like point-based capture mode. It's a capture a POI. If you're gonna have a domain in that POI, you're pretty good. I know what you're gonna say, but you have a domain with Gravity Bell. But the thing is, Gravity Bell, it's oppressive, yeah, but it's not as oppressive as like Corrupted Resurrection or as oppressive as how Sacred Field is gonna be now. Base Sacred Field, it's an A. It's an A. I say it's up there with like one of the utils. It's an A. It's an A. It's pretty good. This, however, S plus. It follows you no matter where you go. Like it's pretty good, especially if you like roll an insane like physical version, reduce like 40% physical. Like you're a tank, and you and your teammates are tanks. Like you guys aren't taking no damage. Matter of fact, should I put base in? Base might be an S, especially imagine you can like reduce the damage like the turn does to you. Again, this is just all predictions, but like for the most part, like it can't be skewed off that badly. However, when I say it's an S, it's like objectively an S. Like, portals. No, not worth the downside. Not worth carrying. The speed boost isn't enough. You can make a cheesy escape maybe. I have seen somebody do like some surprise attacks with the kick, and I don't know how the damage scaling works with kick, if it scales with your weapon or not. If it does, let me know. I don't think the wiki really goes over it that well. But yeah, just don't go with it. There's just better options. The reason why it's F is like, it is kind of totally useless. It's not totally useless, like Smokescreen is. Matter of fact, yeah, no, like it's not totally useless like how Smokescreen is, but like, just don't. Okay, yeah, I only made one switch, and that wind up is just better. They honestly go interchangeable, but yeah. Sharbo, it's a B. I'm not gonna lie, Sharbo is a B. It's just too predictable now. In verse 1, you could do a true combo where you like flourish and then Sharbo, instant damage. That was 3 damage. That shit would have made it S. But yeah, Sharbo, it does true damage. It's alright. The corrupt version, I'd say it's slept on. The burn is honestly underrated. If you have like a Zer and some intel, like dirty intel, it would burn a lot. Like your opponents will burn. Blood Scourge, I mean, come on. Like how is this not gonna be the best? I don't know what they're gonna do about Reaper. Reaper is just on top for PvP. Let me put in Kamuya in there as well. Kamuya is also in S. If I don't know how they're gonna change it, but like if it is like how it is in main game, which it probably won't, but like if they make it usable, then it's an S. Again, free just passageway to going to a point. Corrupted Blood Scourge, Corrupted Reaper. No point. I really doubt that. I mean, maybe you can trigger PTSD. It's useless in overworld. It's probably gonna be useless. You could probably make somebody leave Conquest because you're just used to alt F4ing when they hold their Reaper Veil for a little bit too long than they should. Just don't corrupt it. There's no benefit. It doesn't heal you more. It doesn't. Preservation's a good. If it's corrupted, honestly, no. If it's corrupted, fire variant, you get free auto parry frames and you get to carry your teammates around. It's not as good as like something like Resurrection in my opinion, but it's still pretty useful. I'd say this is B tier. It's still pretty useful. You can carry your opponents around. All right, after further review, I'm not gonna lie, it's more useful than Shardbow. With the auto parry frames, it's basically like a Duke Shield auto parry frames, and they heal. Plus, also Loki, you can like snag a knocked body. You can use it on like your opponents, and you can like bring them to you, and maybe have like one of your French Reaper, and they can't just easily break out. Like your teammate or their like the enemies can like just break your preservation bells for free if it's corrupted. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's more useful than I thought. Maybe S minus at best, but it's actually like really useful. But yeah, here's the tier list. Let me know what you guys would change. But yeah, and thank you for watching.